So maintaining the number ranges for material type. Okay, let's go to the logistics. Material master. Configuration of material master. Maintaining. Basic settings, material type. Yes. So here we will assign the material number to material type. So yesterday we have created Y002, Y003. Okay. So now with this option, we will go to the assign the material number ranges. Just execute that. First we have to create, like, our material group is like Umesh. Okay. So I've given Umesh a phone number X00200112. Okay. So this would be my number ranges. What was the number ranges is 39. That automatically picked from system because from 1 to 38 already reserved. So I got 39. We have to give just intervals for that particular material type and just save it. Numeric. Okay. Just a minute. With numeric, that is a numeric. Enter a numeric value and enter. The changes were saved. So I have created one group, that is Umesh. Under that, our number ranges is 30,000 to 30,099. Okay. Now go back. See, suppose yesterday we have created two material group that are available here. Y00, not assigned elements. Where is our group? Yes, here is the group Y002. This was created by us yesterday, Y002. Just select it by clicking there and click on element and group, assign element and group. We just click here. What we are doing right now, we are assigning the number ranges to material type. Okay. So I just created now Umesh, that is here. Just double click on Umesh and it will be come under Umesh. See, at the last, the group is created Umesh and the material type is assigned Y002. Okay, so number ranges is assigned at group level and material type is assigned with the group so that the number will be generated from there. So I have said the number is like 30,000 to 30,099. Okay. Again, I am showing the same thing. for another material type, that is Y00 3. Okay, like
Sir, Y001, sorry, Y002 and Y003 are the two material group,
material type,
right?
material,
Material
yes.
type. Okay, okay. And these two material types are assigned to the two different material group.
No, only one group, that is Umesh. Suppose Umesh is our group.
Okay, okay. Material group.
No,
Okay,
not material group, that is a number ranges group.
okay.
Number ranges group, that is a number. You are not getting, I think. Suppose, just a minute. Suppose I have created one group, that is Umesh. Okay, and like not Umesh, like raw material, and one is created spare parts. This is number ranges group. Number ranges, number range group, GRP. Okay, this is also same, and this is also same. So I have created two number ranges group. Okay, so in that group I have created Y002, Y003. Okay, and in that group, suppose I created X001, X002. Like spare parts is, I have created two material group, like suppose spare part for machine, spare part generals. Suppose these material two types I have created in the spare group. Okay, and this Y002 is related to iron, ore. This is my raw material. This is coal, like this. Okay, so this is material type. This is material type, and this is the number ranges group. Suppose in that number ranges is 30 and that 40. Okay, so if we mentioned in number ranges 30, that if 30 will be selected, if that group or that group, so any material group, suppose somebody is selected, then what number will be generated? Like 30 number ranges, 30 number ranges is assigned like 1000 to 1999. That is my number ranges. And in 40, and in 40 number ranges assigned is 2000 to 999. Now understand, Umesh. See how it happening. That is a number ranges, and that is a number ranges. 30 40 is my number ranges. I have created two group, that is a for raw material and one is a spare. Under this group I have created two material types. This is Y002 is material type and X001 is material type. So when we create material using Y002, what number will generate? 100001. Okay, and if we create using Y003 coal material type, then it will be created one same in the same number ranges. Understand?
And that number range that we are creating or it is
We are creating.
inbuilt, sir?
We are creating. Just we have created na. We are giving
Can
just,
you show more, sir?
yes. We just are giving the intervals, like here. See, I again repeating that part. You will clear more. Like, go to the, these are the number ranges. Okay, You can maintain interval, but not this one, first one, that is 39. That is created by me only. Okay. So let me start again. Go to the group. Uh, Here first you create like Umesh spare or SPAR spare. Okay. So this is belongs to the spare related material types. All material types related to spare comes under this group. Okay. Now the number ranges I am giving that like 300 from like 100 to 199. So this is the number ranges. When we going to create the material code, the number will be generated from here only. Like 30 101, 30 102. In this sequence, the number will be generated. Okay, and see the number is automatically picked. This number is automatically picked 40. Why it takes 40? Because up to 39 we already booked. Just save it, enter, back. See, Umesh sphere is created. That is a group. Now, whatever material type I created, it comes by default in a not assigned category. Not assigned category is like this. All material types under this. Okay. So from here we have to suppose we have created a material type. By default, the material type is here in all material types only. So we have to pick up that material type from here and means assign to our group. That I did right now. Wire is gone 500. Hmm. Suppose this is our material type. Okay, ERSA, that is a standard. Okay, so ERSA I have taken from here and just click on ERSA, that is our material type, and click on element assign element group. Just click on here. You will see all the groups will become. Your group is here, Umesh sphere, that is 40. Just double click on Umesh sphere, and now see that ERSA has been comes under Umesh sphere. See the last one. Understand? Got it, Umesh?
Sir, this ERSA part I did not get, sir.
ERSA. What is ERSA? It's a material type. Okay. So what we are doing? We are assigning our material type in a group of number ranges. So Umesh sphere is a number ranges and ERSA is a material type, and I am assigning together so that whenever I select ERSA material type, whenever I select Y002 material type, then the number should be generated from our range, whatever I
Okay, now this ERSA that you have randomly picked up one material from the list,
Mhm.
and you have already assigned the number range for this particular group,
Mhm.
and it has a number engine 40.
Yes, I have not
Correct, sir?
actually I have not taken randomly. I have created that group na Y002. I have created material type.
No, sir. Y002 that you have created,
Yes, yes,
I'm talking about the spare, Umesh spare.
yes, yes.
In that. ERSA, like you have just taken randomly, right? Here you do not create.
Yes, yes, that was not created. That is a standard. I just showed you how
Okay,
to
okay.
assign. You, whenever you required, you create the material type. Yesterday I showed you, na, how to create a material
Uh,
type.
uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That is clear. I was just asking.
Yes, yes,
So before creating that, we can or selecting, we can create the number range and
yes,
then assign it to the group,
yes.
material group.
And what was the work after that? Why we are assigning? How means what is the purpose of assigning that number ranges to the material type?
So that is to maintain GL, right?
Not. Again, not.
Uh,
Sir, Umesh, just see here. Suppose 40 number ranges is having interval 2000 20,000 to 20,999. Okay. So whenever I select, I assign that 40 number ranges to the spare group. This is a group, a spare. Okay. This is the group, raw material is a group. Both are group. So I am going to create a material like earring. I am going to create a material type like um motor. Okay, and I select here X001 for material type. Okay, it's a material, and it's a material type. Okay, and when we create material X002, this is now my material type. What will be the code? What will be the code generated? Just tell me. If you answer it, then you will be clear. Yes, Umesh. Tell me, what is the material code will be generated for that?
Okay, so X001, the first material code is 20000.
Yes, right.
For motor, it is 20001.
Exactly. Got it. That's why
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
yes, yes. That is only the why we are assigning the number like this.
yeah. But like, see, last to last class you told about GL, right? So the about GL, that general ledger. So there you told that the number range that we are doing in this configuration
Mhm.
is because of this reason, like to maintain the record.
Hmm.
That's what I have understood, sir.
See, in each and every part where we are going to create a material means code. Suppose we are getting a vendor code, creating a vendor code. We are getting a material code. We are creating a PO. We are creating a PR. Each and every where we getting the code like this, like this. Okay, like PR is like this. So each and every where we from where we are getting code for that particular master data or particular transactions, any master data must be assigned a number ranges. Okay, there should be internal or external. Two types of number ranges are there. So when we going to create a GL, that should be a number ranges like this. So each and every master data, when we create, the system generates a code. And how the system gives us code, we have to maintain the number ranges for each and every transactions, each and every master data. That I am doing. Okay, so don't mix up with GL and this part, because while in GL that is updating the stock, that is another thing, and I am making you understand that why material type is creating, why number ranges is creating, that is a different thing.
Okay, here the number range is only to assign the numbers for each and every raw material under the particular material group.
Right, exactly,
Okay,
exactly.
okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Yes, yes. I will share you some documents, I think. means how the means configuration step by step was done, then you will got it, I think. Okay. Okay, today I will share you, huh? You will go through that documents.
Okay, sir.
So number ranges is done, industries is done. Yesterday I showed you how to create industries and number ranges and material types. Okay. So it is very important for guys who must know how to create a material type, how to assign a number ranges. So see, whenever we are going to T code SPRO, then it comes under the configuration part. And whenever we use SAP Easy Access, it is a end user part. Okay. Suppose this is a SAP Easy Access. All the transaction under this node was a master data or was a transactional data. Okay. But when we go to SPRT code, that is the configurations. Only configurations are there in SPRT codes. See, these are all nodes are configurations. In each and every nodes, there are a lot of configurations. Okay.
Sir, do you have a material to refer the path for the configuration in MM?
Exactly, I have. I will share that one only today. I also told you I will share you.
Okay.
It will
So
make. Uh,
that has a path to do this.
yes, yes, yes. In that document,
Okay,
you
okay.
will have having all the parts are
Okay,
there.
okay. So it will be good for me to refer that and understand.
Hmm. Now, miss, we are going to create a material group. Okay, configuring master data. Material type and material group.
Material group is already created, no, sir.
Material group. No, I didn't think so. Material group is not created by us.
Like you're in configuration only, right? Now.
Yes, yes, yes. See why we are creating material groups. So MM01. See, in material master, suppose we go through the our textile industries and we ERSA we have created ERSA. Just select one, give enter, basic data, purchasing data, general data, accounting data. Press enter, IN47, IN47. So here see, the description was there. Just a minute. Yeah. So there is a material description Base of unit measure material group. So what is material group? Hmm. Why we oh, shit, sorry. So why we create a material group, Umesh? Hello.
To assign different material under one, because we have to identify there will be a lot of
Hmm.
you know materials. So in order
Yes.
to group all those under one particular
Yes. Yes.
group, so we
Okay.
create the
Exactly.
material group.
Exactly. Correct. So similar material we are going to create in a same group so that reporting will be very easy. That okay. So now what is the path for creating this group? You see here are there are many numbers of groups are there. Suppose your company has said create one group for iron for coal. There are different types of coal like steam coal, wash coal. Okay, this type of you have 10 types of coal. So your company has said create a new material group. How you will configure the material group? What is the path?
This is an end user, right? That was an end user.
No, no, that was for consultant. Material group is not created by end user. Material group was created by consultant only. It was need to configure here or whatever the material group is coming from drop down. That is the job of a consultant, and consultant will be create the new
Yeah,
material.
that's what it has been created by SAP consultant in configuration part,
Yeah, exactly.
and in material group, while we are again end user is has to check the group and he has to assign that.
Right, right. Like base of
Okay,
unit
yeah,
suppose there is
because you
yes, yes.
just used the word creating the material group in this section, so I just got confused.
Okay, okay. See, suppose we have a lot of unit of measure, but we did not have like a set. We need a set unit of measure. How it creates that I will. So that is the job of consultant. Okay. Now we go to the configuration. First, we create the material group. Okay. The path is logistic general, material master, and setting up key fields. Okay. Define material group. Just click on that. So all groups are here. Whatever was coming from the drop down. Okay. We need to create a group for a coal. Okay. So just copy it from another because a lot of fields and tables should not copy if you create individual by clicking new entries. So it's better we will take the existing one and copy it to the new one.
Okay, in the industry, it depends on the requirement also, right? If it is new one, like we will have to create the new one
Yes,
if
yes,
the material is new.
exactly. Suppose I have created new entries. My group will be X001 material group. I am not copying here. I am creating new. Okay. So whenever required, you can copy it from an existing one, and whenever required, you can create new one. So I've created the coal, COAL, coal for IN47. That is our plant. It indicates, and in description too, also you need to put that one on entry chooser and just save.
That material description, why did you make it as material group description, description 2 for the material group?
Mhm.
You have put the same. Like, what is it? Why?
No, no. If that is a description, suppose. Coal for I, this is a short description. And if you have any long description, you can put here.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
It-
go ahead,
It's
sir.
a
Yeah,
just
got it.
extended part. Yes.
So we can leave it if it is not required also, right?
Yeah, sure, sure. It's not mandatory. See, some in some material group it was not given. That they did not require.
Okay, okay. That is just for a reference, I guess.
Yes, yes. Okay, no issue. So I've created X001. Okay, so it comes like this. Coal has been created. Now see, when we create master data, again we go to the MM01. Sorry, and enter, select basic data and purchasing data, not else. IN47. See what the material group will be displayed, whatever I created. Absolutely no one. See, it comes right.
Okay, okay. So this is how they assign in the end user.
Yes, the end user will be assigned that material group from the drop down whenever you give
Okay,
after creating. Yes.
okay. So, okay, that's great. So in configuration, we do all these things and we will be assigning the number
Yeah.
ranges and the material group. So end
Exactly.
user has to do
Mm,
simply has to take all those information which has already been configured and
exactly.
made available in the database, and he has to
Right, right.
uh, just create the PR, PO, PR,
Yes,
and everything and just finish it off.
yes, yes, yes. Now clear. You are very clear now. So this is the job.
Okay,
Whatever
okay.
whatever comes under the drop down, this is the job of consultant to make it if required anything to configure it. Okay. And end user will be just pick from drop down and select and save. That's it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So material group is, so this is the external material group. Suppose a vendor is supplying us, they are having their material group and they said, please maintain that group in your account so that I will identify your material. Suppose vendor is supplying uh, like vendor is supplying uh, a steel. Okay. So steel is having their different types like cast iron steel, okay, like different types of steels there. So if the vendor having any sequence for that particular material, we can maintain here with the external material. There is an option na, external material group, this one. See, high end, low end, standard, whatever we need, if required external material we can create from here like this. New entries for heavy heavy.
And that external has to be created within those four options only, sir.
Yes,
Like what is that high end, low end, and all?
no, that was the standard things that was created. Like I am creating heavy duty. Mm, heavy
Okay,
duty.
you can create new one also other than that, those
Yes,
four. That's what you
immediately.
mean.
Yes, yes. I am creating new
Okay,
one,
okay.
heavy duty. Suppose there are two types of material. One is heavy duty and one is ordinary. So I have vendor has said whenever you order, you mention that it is for heavy duty or it is for ordinary. Okay. So I maintain external material group as per that heavy duty, right? Got it?
Okay, okay, okay. Oh, you mean to say that in end user part also you can create your own external.
Hmm. End user will be only select the external material if required.
Okay, then this external material group you just created in in this end user part only, right?
No, 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 no. It
Or you have created in.
SPRO
Okay,
ticket.
okay, okay.
SPRO ticket I
SPRO group.
created.
Okay,
Yes, material.
okay. Maintain external material group. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Define. So if you are doing the internal, like you are doing in define material group.
Yes, right.
Okay, okay. Usually in industries, like we will be getting the material, type and all from vendor only, right? So it's mostly used in this part only,
Yes,
I guess.
yes, because suppose you are buying a laptop battery, there is a part number. So each and every
Hmm.
machinery must there having a own part number. So you have to maintain that in the material master. Suppose you are buying from two, three vendors the same material, but their part number is different. So you can also maintain the material part numbers. Okay.
So can you just tell me, like, when are we going to use uh, the material group from the internal, and when are you using exactly the material group from external
Mm-hmm.
in real time? In real time, can you
Real
just
time.
give me an example?
Okay. Suppose I am buying a motor. Okay. Motor. What is it? Motor 3 HP. I am buying. What is it? It's a electronic goods, na? So electronic goods comes under electronic group. So I have to put there electronics like this. Okay, and this motor is having a unique part number, or this motor is comes with means two categories. One is heavy duty, one is ordinary. If I will take ordinary, the cost will be 50%, like 10,000. If you will take heavy duty, it will cost 20,000 or 15,000. So vendor has said that you mentioned the external group, or vendor will be said that please mention what motor you require, ordinary or heavy duty. So I have selected heavy duty. Okay. So when you select and just enter and save. See, material code is created with heavy duty.
No, sir. Now, see, what I'm asking is now. Okay, leave that question. And there 1003, which you have put the material group,
Yes.
and that material group and the external material group. So both has to be put, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Both I have given na
Here,
individual.
okay, okay. Material group is the one which is given by the configuration part, the internal, guy. And if required, if vendor has given any specific group name or anything, look, we have to assign that also if
Yes.
required.
Yes. Yes.
Is that right, sir, or is there something else you were trying to say?
No, no, actually, yeah, that is right. The vendor is giving their own group is maintained in the external material group, and the our internal group is material group only. Okay, that is electronics, that is the spare parts. So we are going to maintain as per requirements, and we have to configure before maintaining, because in the drop down how it will comes. If we will not configure here define material group or maintain external group, if we will not configure, how it will be comes in a drop down. So how end user will be select from drop down after creating us, na? Right?
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so now let me give this.
Okay. So group is the main part, and material type is the main part of material master. Okay. So Mesh, it will be very hard and hard day by day, because we are going in the depth now. We are making the master data right now, means making the configuration for master data. So
Yeah,
after
it's okay, sir. Like we are in the process of learning, so it is okay. But let's go more depth and depth as much as we can,
hmm,
because here
today,
we are for learning.
yes, yes. Today we have completed the material master data configurations, and we'll
Uh,
start.
so that's all about the master data configuration. Like, is there anything left?
No, no, not much there. The valuation class is there, but we will do with the finance, because valuation class is integration with the finance and MM. Okay.
Yeah, like this thing you have done, valuation class, you have done in last to last class actually.
Valuation class I already um,
Yeah, valuation class with the general ledger
no, no, creation of valuation
maintaining.
class. Sorry, creation of valuation class is done. I didn't think so. I have
Probably
a
that was
no, no. I
okay.
have.
Okay, probably I'm not okay. I think you were right.
Hmm.
It was not in detail, but you just showed that how to do that
How?
general
No,
ledger
no, no, no. Actually, I said
valuation class.
I explained you how to use a valuation class, why you use a valuation class. But did I
Yes, yes.
did I show you how to create a valuation class?
No, no.
So that is
Probably
the
that was an
confusion.
end user part.
No, 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 no. That is not end user part. Creating, configuring, and creating the things which is coming in the drop down is a part of a consultant.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes. So, like in accounting view, 47. Which plant was created? Suppose this valuation class is coming from where? How the drop down is in a drop down, this why this 5 6 material valuation class is coming from, where it is coming, how it configures, that should be now, because the the from drop down putting at the time of master data creation is a job of a consultant, sorry, end user. That is correct. But
Okay,
configuring that valuation class, creating the new valuation class is not the job of end user, it's the job of consultant. Okay.
okay, sir. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So that's why I given you the flow that how end user was work. Now how the consultant was work. Consultant work is,
Now,
yes,
now that creating the valuation class comes under the material
configuring.
data only, no, sir?
Yes, yes. Material master data, it comes under material master data. But if consultant is not configure that, how the end user will be create material, right?
Okay, okay.
Yes.
So now we are doing that, or we're doing some later.
No, no. That I will doing the valuation class, because if you will do evaluation class, today's master data part is over now. So in material master
Okay,
data, you can configure anything, whatever you required. You just make it all the drop down. You create one things for all the drop downs. Okay, and you make a one material code. That if you will create one material code, that means you are okay with that. You do not have any issues. Okay.
so you have one example like to fill all the details to for me to refer.
For what? Creating that Metal Master.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
You want one documents for that.
yeah. Any small document so that I can keep it as a standard, so that each time when I practice, I can keep that as a standard when I'm practicing.
Okay, okay.
Because
Mm-hmm.
in the classes we have taken different examples in different classes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes,
that's the reason I was asking. Like, if you have, you can share that with me.
yes, yes. Today I'll share you one document. It will make you. There will be all the paths are there. How we will create the things. why we create the things. All are there.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
I will share it. I will share it today.
Like you have shared me one before also, like during the start
Yes,
of class.
yes, right. Not an issue. So first, now we have to create a valuation class. Okay. So before we creating the valuation class, what we need? It's a little lengthy part. It will take a time. Okay. You have time now?
Sir, valuation class, like how much time it might take?
It will take around 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay, sir. No problem. We can go ahead, sir.
Okay. So we go to the path where like material management. Go to the material management, valuation and account assignments, account determination, and then account determination wizard. That one. Define valuation classes, define valuation controls, all are there. So first we need to create a valuation control. What is it? So valuation grouping code is active, valuation grouping code is not active. So that should be done before using valuation class. That should be active. So there is the option for activating and deactivating. Okay, that is a small part. So now the valuation class was activated. Now we have to select group together valuation area. Okay, what is that? So our company code needs to assign with valuation grouping code. Okay, each and every valuation area was assigned at company code level. Okay, so like valuation area is what we are using 3040. That is our okay, 3040 is deleted somebody's. So the combination of valuation area, whatever is coming in the drop down, it should be assigned with company code, chart of account, and valuation area. Okay, how it does? Just see. First, we create a define valuation class. Okay, there should be a uh, um, three option, that is a account category reference, valuation class, material type, and account category reference. Okay, so in that option we have to click on account category reference. That is the first one. Okay, so first we have to create at the I am telling at the point of view like you are doing implementation. Okay, so you are now you are doing the implementation, the valuation class you started the setup. So now you have to create account category references. Like references for what? In the sense, we just create new one. My references is X001. Okay. Account category references for IN47. I'm creating for our plant. That is, and save it. So account reference category is created, and what is the use of that? I will show you in the next step. Now, now come to the valuation class. Okay, see, in the valuation class, system asks the account reference category to maintain your own. Okay, so now I'm going to create a valuation class like new entry. My valuation class is X001. Okay, account reference category is X001. Whatever you need, you can put it. That is not a fix. Okay, and just press enter. Give your valuation description. for spare parts. Like I have created that valuation class X001 is for spare parts. Okay. Now account category reference is taking IN47. Just save it. So new valuation class is created for spare parts. Okay. Now what we do? We have to maintain. We have to assign the that valuation reference to the material type. What material type we have created, Umesh? Y00 or X001 that I have created now. Like this. The account reference category is
Yes, sir.
003. Account reference category is 003. Can we change whatever we created X001? That is our account reference category. One more code is there, that is Y002 that we have created. Here again 003. We can change XK00, sorry, X001. So this is our account reference category, which is mapped with material type. Just save it. Now done. Valuation class is created for our company, for our plant. Okay. Now back. So by means according to the valuation class, GL was linked there. Okay. So what was that? Valuation area. It's not getting account assignment. No, just a minute. Account assignment. Yes. So this is the T code is OBYC. T code or path. What is the use of OBYC? It integrates MM and FI. Okay. So I have created new valuation class that is X001. Okay. Now I have to assign a general ledger for that particular valuation that I told you in the previous classes, right? Like inventory posting.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Yes.
Yes.
So my chart of account is CAIN. That is the FI part. Now the my valuation class is X001. That is my valuation class. An account like I am giving a spare accounts. This is my spare general ledger account I am given there. Just assigned.
But last time you told me that this part is done by FI guy.
Yes. This part was done by FI, but I am showing you that only. Because if the valuation class is not assigned to GL, you have created the valuation class, that is your part. And if the GL is not assigned with the valuation class, then system will give error. So you have to
Okay,
identify
sir. Now GL is being assigned to the valuation class by um,
FI guys,
FI guy, and valuation class has been created by MM guy.
guy, right? This GL was created by FI guys. So FI integration was done here. So by
So like in real time, like if I'm aware of MM and FI integration,
yes,
then I can only do this, right? So that in real time in industry
yes,
that is happening.
yes, exactly. If you
It's not
don't,
necessary that FI guy
uh,
only has to do that.
no, because you can also do. That's why I am telling you should not wait for the FI guys will. But the GL creation was done by FI guys. No, if GL creation was done by FI guys, you can assign in that T code OBYC settings.
Okay, in configuration itself,
Yes,
the number is already there, or
hmm,
we have to create the GL
yes, right.
range.
Yes. Just save it. The valuation class, the valuation class is assigned to the GL. Whenever
No,
we
sir. What I asked was, I'm sorry, like I was actually asking, like what I asked is the GL class
GL
while
class,
doing the,
not GL class,
I'm sorry,
valuation
sorry, the range or
class.
value.
Valuation class.
In valuation class, the account, this GL value, whatever you're assigning, so that is, given by either FII or MM guy, that it depends on if, whoever is doing. But this range during the configuration,
Uh,
the value is
Not Umesh. This is what in this screen what I am doing. I have created valuation class. That is clear for you.
yes, sir. I'm clear about valuation class.
Okay, so valuation class I have created x001. So in material
Mhm.
master, let me finish, then you will understand what we
Okay,
will
okay.
do.
Yes, yes, yes.
In a material master, suppose I am going to create a material while using suppose x001. We can type that also x001. Just press enter. Basic data, purchasing data, general data, and accounting data. Just give IN47, IN47, enter. The description is like coal, steamed, spare parts is not. So motor 10 HP. Okay, the base of unit is each, and it's 1003 electronics. So now see, the valuation class is already picked x001. Why? Why it already picks? Because the valuation class is coming only one. Okay, that I have created. And now let me finish. Now, when we created valuation class x001 and user will be put that valuation class in material master and create the material like this. Suppose x001 put it in the accounting tab in the valuation class and material code 2002 is created. Now, whenever we use that material code 2002, whenever use where we use that material code in a PO, in a PR, in a goods received, that part only we use. So while using that material code, while doing the transactions with that material code, like we are receiving the goods, we are issuing the goods, we are giving to the end user, so stock will be reflect, it will be down, it will be up as per the transaction. So stock will be updated in that book only. That book is nothing but that general ledger. In that general ledger, this general ledger will be hit. Whatever stocks are available for that particular material will update in this GL. See, the GL name is inventory consumable, inventory spare parts. Okay, so our code is
Oh, it's basically a record book, no, sir? Like,
yes,
whichever the transaction is happening,
yes,
it
yes,
will get into the general ledger account.
yes, exactly, exactly. While doing the transaction with our material code, the valuation class will be throw the quantity updates in that particular GL. That is the book only. Whatever the report will be.
That's why,
Yeah,
that is the reason why GL has been assigned to valuation class, and valuation class is,
yeah, yes,
linked with the,
GL.
company code.
Yes, yes, right, right. So this is the use of GL. See, suppose you are going
And
to
company code has been used in POPR in that.
yes, yes, yes. When we do PO, when we do PR, when we do goods received, MIGO, when we do MIRO, then the stock will be reflect na? At the time of goods received. Suppose we have 10 stock
Okay, okay.
and I have received 20 stock. Now it will become 30 stock. Where that data is stored, that is stored in the that particular GL by using the valuation
Okay,
class.
sir.
Now understand?
Okay, I got the connection between
Yes, yes.
those.
It all interlink, Umesh. It all interlink. You
Yeah,
have
that's what. Like, I was
yes,
not getting the link between one and another. Here I got the
yes, yes.
point. I got it. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's fine, that's fine. So that is called the integration with FI and MM because GL comes under FI and valuation class comes under MM. So by linking both of them, you are making the integration with FI and MM. That is the main question. That is a means 100% the interviewer will ask you what is the integration of MM and FI. Tell me. Then in that case you have to tell them that OBYC Ticos is the settings for FIMM where we put the our valuation classes and FI guys will put their GL, stock GL. So in that point of view, it was linked together and it was integrated, right?
Yes, sir. Yes. Got it.
Okay, Umesh, now I think Material Master part is over. So
Okay, so this is that's all about this configuration in Material Master, no, sir?
yes, yes.
Is there anything left?
No, no, no. It's not left. Suppose some companies having quality, production planning, these modules are using, they are using that type of modules. In that case, they have to maintain all the fields in Material Master, whatever available right now, like this. I will show
But
you.
that is done by QM guys, no, sir?
Yes,
QM and PP
yes,
guys.
yes. It's the integration of MM and QM. MM and QM. QM guys will configure the system and you have to map with that MM. Okay.
So,
Yes. Hello. Hello.
hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell me.
Sir, let's do one thing. Let's keep it simple and do the configuration like this. And after implementation and everything, we'll do the integration with the different modules.
Okay. Yeah, sure, sure. We will do. Today you learn now how FIMM integrate together.
Okay. So, what is your plan, sir? Like, do you want to go ahead with the integration now itself?
But
I mean,
definitely, we will go with the integration, but at the means we are going in the flow.
mhm.
Okay, in that flow,
Okay,
each and every means after sometime it will comes in the scenario. So it automatically comes that here we will integrate that, here we will integrate these modules. Okay, it will comes like today it comes like FICO, how the FICO is integrated with MM. Today it comes na with valuation class. So tomorrow,
okay,
when I am teaching the vendor master how it configures the account groups, all how to assign number ranges for account groups. So in that part,
no,
you
sir.
that yeah,
For this, like we'll go by one. Like here
yeah,
in master data,
mm-hmm.
like we have any other integration left? Like as you told,
Mm-hmm.
with QM and MM
Yes,
and
yes,
PP and MM.
yes,
If that is left, like can we cover that also now
yeah.
itself before going ahead with vendor?
Yes, yes, that I will cover, but it should not be covered in this sequence. When I created Material Master, I will
Uh-huh.
I will give you all the views because it depends on the transactions. When you do goods receipt, na, then it will comes the quality interlink, quality management at the time of MIGO, MIGO. Okay, so you have to
Okay.
go thoroughly to the MIGO, mean step by step. Then when comes MIGO, I will show you how the quality is integrated with MM. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So it comes in scenario by step. Don't worry, I will cover
Okay.
all each part, each and every part.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. So let's stop the classes